Hello everybody, welcome, good afternoon. We are in Cologne, Germany for the FIBA EuroBasket Group B Game Day 2 game between Lithuania and France.
And now, as the warm-up presented by Nike.
Well, here is the state of play for today. 92-82 winners for Germany over Bosnia and Herzegovina. And after this game, there will be Hungary and Slovenia. So you look at the standings. Lithuania down in 4th place right now, and France rock bottom. Well, everybody, Lithuania fans filling the arena for the 2nd consecutive game day, and boy, did they provide some atmosphere against Slovenia, but their team lost to Luka Doncic and co. They will be trying to get the win against France. Remember, the team that beat them at the last FIBA Basketball World Cup during that competition, perhaps a little controversially, but nevertheless, it was important for France to win that game. They hear the boos. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by, once again, Mike Taylor. No relation, but we consider ourselves brothers anyway. Mike, this is a France team that was in a little bit of, shall I say, trouble against Germany. And, you know, they've got to turn things around quickly, at least Lithuania looked like a team that was capable of winning that game the other day against Slovenia.
This is a crucial game for both teams. But I think France, you came away from the Germany loss not feeling good about how you played, and I think the opposite can be said for Lithuania. Even though they lost to Slovenia, it was a loss where they say, hey, we gave ourselves a chance to win, we felt good about it. So it'd be really interesting to see how these teams respond. Pressure game for both. Really going to be a great action for all the fans here in Cologne.
It is an awesome sight. It just never gets old watching Lithuania play in these international competitions, and really, never mind the talent. It's the love, the passion, the support they get from their fans is off the charts.
If you're a basketball fan, you understand the mentality and you love it. It's one of those places in the world that basketball is the primary sport. It's really important to the culture. And again, look at how the fans show out here in Cologne, filling this arena with the red, green, and yellow. Fantastic support.
You'll hear Lietuvā throughout this game. That is Lithuania in the Lithuanian language. And in the warm-ups, it looks like they mean all business. But they will have to beat a team that is certainly capable of having a big game. France, one of the top teams in international basketball. But for now, we're going to pause for the national anthem.
For the playing of the national anthem of France.
Incredible atmosphere, incredible fans from Lithuania once again stealing the show. Here is France take on Lithuania. What a contest this is going to be. And refereeing for today's game, Manuel Mazzoni from Italy in the middle, Michael Proch from Poland on the left, and Martin Kozlauskas from Latvia on the right.
Jeff, I like to see the Polish referees in these games.
Yep.
All my years in Poland, I like to see those guys out here doing these games.
You know, you're used to what those calls that they make. Look, Thomas Hurtel, Gershon Yabusele, Evan Fournier, Terry Tarpey in the starting five.
Interesting
Rudy Gobert
move from France, inserting a defensive presence in the lineup.
Yabusele, boy, he was good the other night.
He was so impressive, so active, scoring in different ways, physical, hitting shots, driving to the basket, rebounding. Probably attracting the attention from some NBA personnel after that performance and what he's done at Real Madrid this year.
And certainly there's NBA personnel here watching. Vincent Collet, the head coach of France. Once again, another big challenge for him, starting the tournament with a defeat. Remember, coming off the high of making it last year to the gold medal game of the Olympics, and they also beat the USA early in their first game. So expectations, you know, not surprisingly, very high for France, but the reality is no Nando De Colo and no Nick Batum in this team. Iggy Brazdeikis, Domas Sabonis, Rokas Jokubaitis, Jonas Valanciunas, and Rokas Giedraitis in the starting five. And how about Maris Grigonis?
Hit so many big shots for Lithuania against Slovenia. Again, outstanding player, very intelligent, and again, able to bury those threes. Just needs an inch.
And he'll take a mile.
He will.
Kazis Maksvydas, the head coach, had a lot of success coaching Lithuania's youth teams. And back with Jonas Valanciunas here at the helm. So I don't think we can have a tastier second game than this one. This tends to be the time when it really takes off for us here. Lithuania's fans, this is a good time for them.
This is what tournaments like this are about, where teams face these pressure games.
63 points scored against Germany was their lowest since 2009. France. The offense just wasn't clicking, was it?
They need to get better ball movement and better teamwork.
And Lithuania have only lost their first two games at a EuroBasket on one occasion. So hoping to avoid that fate. They wanted the competition. Remember 37, 39, and 2003 Lithuania. And of course, Domas Sabonis, the son of the legend, probably the most famous player, if not one of the two most famous players in Lithuania history. Arvydas Sabonis, and of course, the other guy that I would say might rival him for that would be Šarūnas Marčiulionis. Of course, when it's all said and done, you never know. Maybe Domas Sabonis and Jonas Valanciunas will be the two most famous players.
The next generation of famous players. And, you know, that's got to be one of the most challenging things for Domas Sabonis to, you know, be the son of a legendary player, one of the greatest big men of all time. And he's carved out an outstanding basketball professional career for himself.
And how do you like what Collet has done getting Terry Tarpey, the defensive whiz, in the starting five?
I mean, it's an interesting move. But, you know, obviously they started with Albizzi last game. Hurtel starts here, and then Tarpey's inserted. You know, he knows his team best, trying to find out the best lineups that are going to be successful.
Where are the supporters of France? Where are the supporters of Lithuania?
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. Lithuania winning the opening tip, taking on France on game day 2. Both teams coming into this contest having been beaten in their first game against tough opponents, I must add. Sabonis going to work on Yabusele and scoring with that just extended left arm.
Beautiful low post play. Textbook, put on a clinic, Domas.
So often you see a guy jump center like Jonas Valanciunas and fall down. Bounce pass to Gobert. And Valanciunas altered the shot. Giedraitis, little runner.
And Jeff, you can see the determination in this Lithuanian team starting this game. They are playing for a purpose right now.
France might be sending an SOS back to Paris any minute now. They cannot afford to fall far behind this Lithuania team early in the game. Not with this crowd. This is like a Lithuania home game. Fournier puts it up from the elbow.
And that's a great sign for France. They've got to get Fournier really involved in his offense. He needs to hunt those shots, hunt those threes.
And leadership is the question that I've got about this France team, and Fournier is the guy that has to assume that mantle. And Gobert, look at the hustle from Tarpey into Fournier's hands. Hurtel over to Fournier, quickly to Yabusele. And Yabusele gets in, and despite a difficult position, and it looked like maybe struggling to hold on to the ball, he's just so good, he scored. Jokubaitis, Valanciunas, it's good.
Again, France is going to stay in that drop pick and roll coverage with Gobert. It's going to open up pick and pop opportunities. Valanciunas takes advantage and hits the three.
Out of bounds, Hurtel. I find that so interesting how players will step out of bounds on plays like that. Here's Valanciunas. It's not just about the powerful moves down low for him. Look at that crowd. Where are we, Vilnius? Kaunas? Cholet? Jokubaitis kind of steps foul. Wow. Goes off 1 foot.
That was a great shot right there. Really tough.
Hurtel pulls up, follows the miss, but Jokubaitis beats him to the basketball.
Spain pick and roll action for Lithuania.
Valanciunas takes it down low, knocked out, but he's fouled by Gobert.
Again, so physical in the post.
This is the shot you were talking about, Mike.
1 foot, fading to the baseline, tough finish. But Valanciunas is so physical when he gets the ball in the post. You can just see the contact with Gobert.
He is just looking into a sea of Lithuania supporters when he takes those free throws.
Like you said, he feels like he's at a home game right now.
And he makes that. So unlike against Slovenia, it's Lithuania now out fast. 11-4 start.
High split action here for France. Opens up Hurtel. Can't find the rim.
Here goes Iggy. And another foul on France.
France number 22, Terry Tarpey. First personal, erstes Foul. Second, team foul.
So Terry Tarpey picks up his first foul. I was really curious if they might actually insert Mbai into the starting five, but I think probably from an offensive standpoint they've done it right, but they need Tarpey's defense. He's picked up the foul, Jokubaitis, and he's fouled while getting to the rim.
In the game against Slovenia, Jokubaitis, it was not really an impact player. To start this game in the starting lineup, he's really attacking the basket and finishing plays. Great start for Lithuania.
Look at that. Those guys. Imagine what the arena, outside the arena, was like before this game, before all the Lithuanian fans came in. Jokubaitis does not make the free throw. Albasi does come into the game here and interestingly replaces Ertel. Bounce pass, Fournier, quality finish and strong start for Fournier too. He has to, really, as you said. Jokubaitis again. There's the follow from JV.
Valanciunas is just so strong and physical, cleaning up the misses at the rim.
Fournier, and off the back of the iron.
Good dribble bust out from Sabonis, found his teammate.
An offensive foul called on Jokubaitis. Albasi brings out the worst in players at times. He's a pest.
And that's a good thing for when you have him on your team.
Even so, France trailing by 9 points. They are playing from behind already. Tarpe. Sabonis over to Jokubaitis. Gets it back. Here's Brazdeikis. Iggy Brazdeikis! And they are out already. Midway through the first quarter with a 12-point lead.
Great hustle, extra effort. Jokubaitis out to Brazdeikis. And this is well beyond the three-point line. One thing Lithuanian players can do is shoot that ball.
Well, the Lithuanian fans like it. Timeout. Let's go down to the bench to hear Coach Collet.
On a raté les 2 derniers tirs, les 2 tirs corrects. Jobé mousse, ancrage intérieur, d'accord? On joue un, on sort côté Gershon, et prend Gershon qui vient posto. On force au pas, on force pas ça, d'accord? On la donne à Gershon si on prend la donner direct. Allez, go, allez,
Mike, biggest lead of the game for Lithuania against Slovenia, just 5 points. They're already up by 12 against France, and I don't think France expects this to happen.
Well, again, when you have a center in drop, pick and roll coverage, he's basically there to protect the paint. So when you have a player that can shoot the three, it makes it really difficult to recover and get back for that three-point shot. Valanciunas hit it. You see him impacting the game from beyond the arc, at the rim. But like we said before the game, Jeff, Lithuania is focused and determined right now. And this has been an impressive start for their team.
And they were, in fairness to them, they were focused and determined against Slovenia. The only problem was Slovenia had Luka Doncic and Goran Dragic and a very experienced team that, remember, won the last FIBA EuroBasket, 2017. Foul. Into the game for the first time. Mustafa foul, and Yabusele, he gets it to foul, and fouled by Sabonis. We didn't really see him, did we, in the first game against Germany? So, yeah, he was the only player that didn't get into the game against Germany. And I guess as the Wawu Cabarro checks into the game for Tarpe, maybe Collet had foul in mind when playing Lithuania because of their post players.
Yeah, I think you want to try to get something out of your big bodies in this game. Foul can definitely match up with Valanciunas. Battle in the boards, give you some rim protection. And again, Yabusele attacking the closeout with a great late delivery. Foul draws the foul.
Great start to the game for him, that's for sure. And maybe that's something they can exploit or utilize. Foul. Lithuania didn't get a look at him the other day. Here's Giedraitis for three. And now Fournier, and they'll just be relieved that shot didn't go in. Yabusele again. Oh, look at that, foul goes up. The only thing is, Mike, he's got to put that back.
Got to finish.
Oh, he's fouled while hitting the three. And Boris Dio looking on this national team that he used to captain and played for so long. Now watch Fournier. And Fournier, I can see why he's a little bit aggrieved by that decision because he hasn't come forward. But even so, the contact was there. He's got to credit Iggy. And the shot is good. So that was only a 2 that he made, and he was fouled, so it was a 3-point play. Foul again. Oh, he goes in. How do you like that?
Outstanding move in the low post. Great spin to the baseline and finish. Making impact here in his first EuroBasket minutes.
Valanciunas again. He's tempted. Nope. He puts it on the deck and he travels. Interesting development. Foul coming into the game. And almost wonder as Yabusele goes out and is replaced by Poirier if this is kind of an experiment for Collet having foul out there.
I wouldn't call it an experiment. I think he's just trying to use the depth in his roster. I think he's got another big physical center, foul more physical than Gobert.
Or maybe not an experiment, but maybe not 100% certain how this is going to go.
For sure, but I think he also has to do it because you need minutes out of Gobert, you need minutes out of foul against their big physical front line.
Yeah,
it's more about matchups.
Yeah, if you're not going to use them, don't bring him. And the shot from Poirier right off the bench. France trying to stay within touch. Good size with Iggy. Brazdeikis drifts in. Got foul off his feet. Sabonis spins, has it taken away by Albasi. He gets it over to Fournier, wide open three. What a great play for France!
Great job by Albasi there, faking to the cutting player in the middle and then creating the open shot for Fournier. Anytime you can get Fournier out in transition, we'll see it here. Look at Albasi, draws a defender, fakes it to Poirier, opens up the three-point shot for Fournier. And that's what France needs right there.
Timeout. Let's go down to the bench. So Fournier is electric offensively. As many shots as he can take, it's good news for France.
Feed him the ball. Get this guy shots, hunt your shots. One thing we want to talk about here though, Jeff, just like the turnovers were costly to Lithuania against Slovenia, here in the early going, 4 turnovers for Lithuania and 7 points off of those turnovers have helped France get back into the game.
So Lukavich is in the game. He was really good against Slovenia. Maras Grigonis also in for Lithuania, and Kuzminskas, who was great in that game against Slovenia. Here's Kuzminskas. Poirier running right at him. And after a very disturbing start for France, they have come back. Driving in, and Fournier is, you're right, want those shots.
Lithuania number 14, Marius Grigonis, first personal, erstes Foul, third team foul.
Forestier looking a little more confident now.
I hope we see a smile out of Boris at some point.
I'm saying Dio, I think it's Diel. And the second is good as well. And all of a sudden now just 4 points the difference. Lithuania led by 13 points. A little runner from Maras Grigonis.
Such great body control, read the play, created the space, and a beautiful finish. Nice touch on that shot.
Fournier, oh boy. Even with Valanciunas there, not afraid to drive and put it up. Lukavicius, dangerous dribbling around Albasi. And now Valanciunas doesn't want to take it. He's going to go in, and oh boy, they've gotten Valanciunas messed up a little bit in the head. Fournier with the insertion of foul. Luawu Cabarro, and France get even closer. And suddenly the noise factor from Lithuania's fans not there. Grigonis gets it across midcourt. Oh, almost traveled. Momentum has swung to France. Luawu Cabarro with the foul. And it's really been Albasi and foul have made the biggest change in this lineup.
And right now we'll see Sabonis come in for Valanciunas. Again, with the drop pick and roll coverage, the ball will come to the five-man open. And the decision making from Valanciunas right now, he's hesitating on those shots. And then that slows down the offense and slows everything down. Instead of just shooting an open shot, a rhythm shot, now you're forcing a play. And this is where the offense has become a little bit disjointed.
And should he be hesitant to take that three? He's hit the three.
So it's got to be an on-time play. Again, Mike Brown watching the game. But you want on-time decision-making, on-time plays. When you have your shot, shoot it. But if you don't have it, find your guard, find your next player, dribble handoff, pass and screen, and keep the play moving rather than stopping the ball and making it stagnant.
Okobo, meanwhile, is checked into the game and does what he likes to do. He got to the rim, or got to the basket, rather, and France have gotten even closer, 25-22. Lukavich is in the game now for Lithuania. And Grigonis bumped, steps out of bounds. And what does this tell you about Lithuania? How this game has suddenly changed completely.
Well, it's not a surprise, first, because every team in this tournament is good. They had such a determined start, great energy from the crowd, but give credit to France for their response. And now it's more like the game we expect, a really tough, tight possession game.
We had very real doubts about France, and those were reinforced in the first 5-6 minutes of this game. It didn't look good, did it? And
again, we see a guy like Fournier really stepping up, asserting himself for his, he saw the last game, how the last game went, 63 points, not scoring, not really getting his offense like he wanted. So he has really come out here with an aggressive mentality, and it's been for the benefit of the French team. a lot of these inexperienced players for France, new players at EuroBasket, they need a guy like Fournier to step up and take the responsibility, and then that allows them to play with less pressure and really perform better.
19.8 seconds to go in the quarter. Lukovitis guarding Okobo. France can tie it or take the lead. They're going to put it up at 3, and it was on line, but along. And now they're not going to get a shot off. Great response by France. Once again, fascinating encounter. Lithuania have to be a little bit uncertain right now, but they lead at 25-23 at the end of one.
So again, we see a lot of even statistics here in the shooting. Both teams have 9 field goals made in the half court.
So some of the highlights for France and their comeback. And of course, we saw this from Valanciunas. He's confident, his team's playing well, he hits the three-pointer. The fans love it.
And most of the time when a guy makes a shot, you don't have to tell him twice to shoot it again. Guys are going to shoot it. He's not.
And then this guy came into the game and changed everything. And Poirier right off the bench. Shooters roll, shooters bounce, whatever you want to call it.
I think what's encouraging for the French team is their size and physicality. They can match up with the dominant Lithuanian front line.
Scanning the barcode to get courtside 1891 in your app. Video streams, schedules, and scores. It's an app that'll help you follow this competition and all national team competitions. Qualifiers for the FIBA Basketball World Cup. And yeah, and you know what? Albisi was terrific in that after coming into the game as well, after a difficult first game. Second quarter action underway. France starting off, Poirier backing his way down and going right at Kuzminskas. That's an interesting identification with Kuzminskas in the game. And despite his height, clearly,
it's a tough matchup in the low post with Poirier. Let's see if they try to go back to it.
Gobert, now he's going to go at Sabonis and travels. A 3-second call on Gobert.
You know, Gobert had the advantage to go up with the right-hand jump hook and pivoted back into Sabonis. Make the game easy.
Dragonis steps back. Good.
It's really nice to watch great shooters.
Poirier hands it off. Again, down low to Poirier. Look at this. Wow. And Poirier is going to work today.
Lithuanian coaches reacting immediately. Hey, Valanciunas, check into the game.
Very impressive response by France. Kuzminskas wide open. Oh, short. Now Okobo. Again, and the lob into Poirier outside. They've tied it. Le Bleu finally finding some rhythm, some confidence.
Outstanding. Feed the post to Poirier, draws the attention, finds a shooter in the corner. Fournier buries it. Really big play, big possession for France. They climbed all the way back.
They trailed by 13 points. Modis, Dragonis, south side, Kuzminskas, and fouled while shooting the three. Second time France have fouled a long jump shooter.
And what I like about Kuzminskas here, he's being posted up. He's being targeted on the defensive side. He's giving really good effort, but on the offensive end, he's trying to impact the game his way, shooting threes, attacking.
He got a lot of ball. He got some hand. He might have been the MVP the other day if Lithuania had been able to hold on.
He shot the ball so well, and again, he's a streaky shooter, so hopefully these free throws help him see the ball go in and get him feeling good.
So good job, Kuzminskas. France have not led yet. And now they're trailing by 3, and Kuzminskas goes out. Gets some words from Max Vitas' coach and sits down.
Sometimes you're asked to take a tough matchup for the team. That was the case with Kuzminskas on Poirier. Oh my gosh.
Fournier just gets it right back. He's having one of those Fournier-type games. 17 points already.
Talk about stepping up when your team needs it the most in a crucial game. Fournier's been fantastic.
I mean, he could be like going towards the history books with this start. Here goes. Jonas Valanciunas at the line.
Again, I don't understand the hesitation on the shot fakes and things like this from Valanciunas.
Traveling on Fournier. On Poirier, rather, excuse me. This was Fournier with his latest.
And when great shooters see that ball go in, all it takes is one, and then they're hot. Fournier is an example of that right now. On fire.
You would not even think about sitting him down right now.
No.
Otherwise,
Ball
it's a
plays.
big mistake.
Call his number.
Jonas almost. Oh, now Okobo reaches in, called for the foul.
I like the physicality of Jokubaitis so far here in the first half. He's been feisty. He's been physical. He's done a really good job for Lithuania.
It's a group of death, Mike. There are no easy games in this one. Even Hungary, who lost in their opener to Bosnia and Herzegovina. I mean, this is a tough group. Jokubaitis for 3. And now France can take their first lead of the game. Kobo drifts in.
You got to love a big man that can grab the rebound and push the ball up the court like Sabonis. That dribble bust out really helps trigger your transition.
Dragonis gets blocked by Poirier. He thought he was going to get a step back. He had another thing coming. Here goes Fournier. A little space. And this time off target.
Keep shooting. Keep shooting, Evan.
Bounce pass. Jonas Valanciunas banks it in.
Again, let's get the ball back into the post, put Valanciunas on the block, and let him play through the post and get some easy points.
Kobo almost turning it over. Poirier, great job getting it. To get it to Fournier, the best person to have it in that situation. But again, he misses. And Valanciunas gets it to Sabonis, who dribbles out of trouble, but then able to get it to Jokubaitis in the end. Jokubaitis gets to the baseline. Valanciunas again. Unlucky.
I would like to see the Lithuanian team play with a little more organization in the half court. Once Sabonis bobbled the ball, organize it and run something for your team.
Poirier is wide open, but does not want to take that, understandably. Good job, Butkavish is knocking it out of the hands. Just the little things that Butkavish does, defensively especially, make him valuable to this team. So foul comes back in. Poirier sits down. Not much time on the shot clock. So what play are we going to run and who's taking it? Yabusele perhaps. Maybe they'll get something inside. Let's see what opens up. Ooh, foul, falls. They get to the corner, Luwawu Cabarrou. And Sabonis guarding him. And France shouting for a foul in the corner, but they don't get it. Now Grigonis. Jokubaitis has it knocked out of his hands by Luwawu Cabarrou. Interesting matchup. Watch this. Fouls presence is definitely significant.
But again, I think Lithuania needs to go back to it. Put that ball in the post to both Valanciunas and Sabonis. That's the strength of your team. That's the identity of your offense.
Kobo, no pass there.
France ball, 2.7 seconds left. Substitution, Lithuania.
Albasi gets it in bounds from the baseline. Luwawu Cabarrou, they battled for the basketball. The guy that seems most dangerous right now, look at him battle down low, Yabusele and Sabonis. Boy. And the foul, they're gonna count it! And one for Grigonis.
Grigonis so skillful here. Attacks the closeout, great body control, draws the foul, and look at the beautiful finish. Outstanding. What touch on that shot.
Wow. Lithuania weathering the storm right now, going back up by 5 points. Will we see Fournier again before the end of this half? Wow, he's going to try his luck against Valanciunas. And just not enough there. The French bench wanting a foul.
I thought it was good defensive discipline from the Lithuanian big men. They went straight up as they challenged.
And foul reaches around and fouls. And France are complaining because they're saying you didn't call it at our end, but you did at the other end. But I think that was probably a good call by the ref.
And again, I like what Lithuania is doing right now. The last several possessions have been getting the ball to their bigs in the post, letting them play to their strengths, play through the post, have some post reaction, posting up Sabonis, and then that allows Valanciunas to duck in right at the rim.
Sabonis. And shot not there, ball goes out of bounds and goes back to France.
Really physical play right now at both the 5 and the 4 spots. The matchup of Foul and Valanciunas and Yabusele and Sabonis. These guys, it's so physical right now on both ends. Fournier back into the game.
Albasi to Tarpe, back in, and can they find Fournier perhaps? And this time he does get the foul on Valanciunas. Look at those French fans. They get the award today for the best outfits.
Lithuania number 17, Jonas Valanciunas, second person inside this one. Third, team foul.
So Valanciunas goes out of the game. 2 fouls on him, the captain.
If you're France, I think you got to be really pleased with what foul has done here in the first half.
Zikauskas comes in for him. And foul back at the line where he had some success earlier in the game. So he continues to make an impact. Razdakis. Grigonis. Wow, just such a provider of points.
And this is what the Lithuanian team needed from Valanciunas earlier. If you saw the ball go right to Sabonis, he didn't hesitate, made the consecutive pass, easy three. That's the type of ball movement that is going to lead to success and good flow on the offensive side.
Now Sabonis is going to try his luck against foul. And smart move, and Tarpe makes himself available. Razdakis steps out of bounds.
Ball was out. France 4.
So timeout on the court. Lithuania with a narrow lead over France.
You good, you good. Voilà, on va faire par là, ok. Hey, on fait un. Regardez bien. Gershon, il va monter. C'est Terry, ici, donne la balle. En fait, celui qui aide, c'est Sabonis. Donc toi, tu t'en vas, ok. Et au moment où il s'en va, Sabonis, il est là. Là, tu sors, tu ressors. Travaille pour un tir à 3 points, ok. You can actually bump him a little bit. Il va attirer la défense. Là, tu sais à quoi faire les efforts alors que c'est Sabonis. En point, vélo.
So again, we saw this beautiful floater from Grigonis. Attacking the closeout. Great touch. Here's the play where we saw the consecutive pass from Sabonis. Really good ball movement. Created the open shot. Grigonis producing when his team needs him the most.
Albasi back in, as well as Lekavicius. Foul again. Back outside to Yabusele, tough catch, he doesn't make it. Lekavicius battling for the basketball. Albasi doesn't know, he doesn't have any time. Great D by Lithuania. McCavish gets blocked by foul. I think he forgot he was trying to shoot it over a skyscraper.
Tried to get the quick pull-up over the top, but that's the length of foul. Here it is. He feels like he's got the space. Just misjudged it a little bit, foul. Again, great shot blocker.
McCavish again with foul guarding him. Iggy Brazdeikis clangs it off the backboard.
Spain pick and roll action coming here. Trying to get Fournier at the top. Albasi takes it to the rim.
He's been very good in his limited minutes today. Brazdeikis again. This time it's good. It's a 2. Fournier goes between the legs, takes on Iggy Brazdeikis, who fouls him as he gets into the paint. Brazdeikis at this end. That's got to be annoying for Lithuania that his toe was on the line. Not the first time. And once again, Fournier, who started really fast, but he's still got 17 points. So he's gone a while without scoring. Now 18. Foul's done a great job today. Now he's out of the game. It's not easy going up against Sabonis and Valanciunas. Only makes 1 of 2. And great job, Gobert knocking it out to the perimeter, so France could end up tying the game here at the end with a 3. Game clock about to expire. And a foul called on Lithuania. Grigonis out of position behind Gobert. So Gobert goes to the free throw line with 1.4 seconds. Watch this again. Yep, just push. Brazdeikis pushing him, and then Grigonis comes in and just a light push. Did they call it? No, they called it on Brazdeikis in the end. Pretty quiet game overall for Gobert, isn't it?
Yeah, he was on the bench for an extended period during the second quarter as foul came on and made a good impact. That's a positive thing for France. You need that depth, you need that quality between both 5 men.
And gets both of them to go. Good job, Rudy Gobert. McCavish has to launch it. He does, and it goes into, it hits the cameraman. So that is how the first half finishes. Lithuania keeping their noses in front, but only just. They lead it 41-40 over France.
Even game, both teams shooting 48% from the field. You can see, same thing, 33% from 3 as well. Rebounds, Lithuania by 1. Assists, Lithuania by 1. And here's your leading scorers, Grigonis, Fournier. Great start to the game for Lithuania. Excellent response from France, and it sets up for a fantastic second half.
Well, Lithuania just started like they were going to run France out of the gym. Jokubaitis was really involved. And Brazdakis fouled while taking that two. We got the call anyway. And Poirier came in. The French bench did a great job of turning things around for them. How many times have we said that in this tournament? The bench play coming out and being very strong for teams.
It's a game of runs, and teams have to respond. Fournier showing he's more than just a three-point shooter. Great finishes to the basket.
Fournier had 11 points in the first quarter. He's got 18 at the break. He's the guy. He's the guy for France. He's got to pour in the points.
He has asserted himself when they needed him the most.
And I suppose you could say the same about this guy, Grigonis, for Lithuania. They really count on him to score, don't they?
Yeah, he provides that perimeter shooting, playmaking for Lithuania.
He's leading them with 11 points at halftime.
Again, this is the type of ball movement that they need, more possessions like this. The consecutive pass, on-time decision-making. Nice pass from Fall.
And then Albasi, I don't think he could get that much more out of his presence, really, the way he does it on defense, on offense.
He's definitely been a positive factor for France here in the first half.
41-40, Lithuania on top at halftime.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands? It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
Over 25 minutes, Mitsic really starting to come to the fore on offense and defense. And what a spin bounce pass into the path of Lucic.
Well, you see why Mitsic is just such a game breaker.
Ruban, who's got 8 points now. Sal with the steal. They'll try and chase it back and won't give up on the play. Nick Krejci.
Yeah, Vlad attacking that closeout and a great feed inside for the first two for Israel.
Nimrod Levy with the points. Look out!
Laurie Markkanen is in the building.
Jokic threatens the three. Wants to take it at Koch. Back-to-back baskets for the back-to-back NBA MVP. Balvin up against Balcerowski.
Oh!
Gives him a taste of his own medicine. He checks the 21-year-old into the highlight reel hotel.
Finishes up Simon, gets to the foul line, drops it inside. Zubac has to finish! And he does!
Yes! Zubac wants the and one. That is a big dunk.
I'm with him.
Yeah.
The one.
Yeah.
Still a two-possession game though. Azania, extra pass. Smith to give him low, and Anthony gets a piece of it on the runway up the floor for two. Oh! That's how to close out. Get a piece of that. He's not done yet. Numbers on the break. 5 on 2. Everyone in a blue shirt is absent. Oh! What was I saying? They can put it on the floor.
Doesn't matter. Either way, he can do it all. Terrell here with the ball.
Johnson looking to go coast to coast. 3-point shot. Oh my word! Magic Markkanen off his feet, and so too are the Finn fans.
We see you, Laurie. That's a buzzer beater for the ages.
Thank goodness this guy has shown up today for France, Evan Fournier. Amazing talent, and he is putting it on show against Lithuania, who led by 13 points, but then Evan Fournier spearheaded the comeback for France. He's got 18 points, 3 of 8 from deep, 6 of 11 overall. He also has a couple of assists. And here he is. He's got a quick first step as well, doesn't he, when he decides to go to the basket.
He's more than just a three-point shooter for sure.
Although he is a very good three-point
Yeah, I mean, that's
bread.
Strength of his bread and butter. That's a strength of his game for sure, but he's showing he's a multi-dimensional offensive talent.
Well, Mike Taylor, the former Poland coach, my colleague, how do you evaluate the play of Grigonis?
I think Grigonis has been fantastic in the first half. Again, you know, he's made plays. He scored when they needed him to. Again, especially as the France team was making the comeback, Grigonis got a couple really big baskets. But I love his shooting. I think he's a fantastic shooter. And again, that's something that gives them very good balance with the strong inside presence with Valanciunas and Sabonis. Grigonis complements them extremely well.
I can't help but think that clearly fans for both these teams will be nervous right now. And coaches will both know they've got a lot of work to do. But I think if you're Collet, the France coach, you have to be happy with how your team responded to that adversity.
Yeah, you know, didn't play well. You didn't look good in the first game. You know this is a pressure game, important game. Lithuania comes out with tremendous energy and determination, builds the big lead, and give France credit for the resolve and the heart to fight back. I think that's a great sign. Now, it's a one-point game. Anything can happen in the second half. So, both coaches, I'm sure, want to be the team that gets off to the strong start, make the first run, take control of the game. But I think this one's going to go down to the wire.
These teams have had some pretty interesting battles over the years, that's for sure. And two of the, you have to say, not just European basketball heavyweights, two international basketball heavyweights.
For sure, and let's give Coach Collet credit for the way he's using his front court today. Not only Gobert, and we'll get back to that in a second, but the first half was fantastic for Fournier. 18 points, 3 rebounds, scoring and providing offense when France needed it the most.
And what about, as we look at Lithuania, Grigonis with 11 points, Jokubaitis with the 4 assists, Domas Sabonis with the 5 rebounds. I can't quite decide. I don't know what I think about this Lithuania team. I mean, I think we were both in agreement that they were going to be ready to go today. They were, but again,
I think they kind of got away from some of their strengths. Again, when Valanciunas caught it and was hesitating and shot faking and doing all this other stuff, it kind of, took down the flow of the offense. And I think that they needed to get back to their strengths, and they did that and kind of stem the tide. I wanted to finish that thought about France and Coach Collet using his front court really well today. Fall doesn't play the first game, but because he knows this is a dominant front court with Valanciunas and Sabonis, hey, we're not just going to rely on Gobert. We're going to use our size, use our physicality, use our length, and Fall has responded really well. Yabusele and Poirier as well at the 4 spot. So you've got to like the way the French front line has matched up against this Lithuanian front line. And Valanciunas, again, we know he's a key player for their team. He got off to the good start, and then maybe his decision-making could have been a little bit better. But when he went back into the low post and started to do the things that were more to his strengths, it was really good for the Lithuanian team.
Well, in some ways it's a chess match, but it really is interesting with Foul being saved for this game to start his tournament. And was that also because he wasn't a good match against Germany, or was it a secret weapon and they didn't want to see him, they didn't want Lithuania to evaluate what he could do against Germany perhaps?
Any of those factors could be at play there. We don't know.
Surtout s'il pousse en haut. Rush screen sur son joueur, et au lieu, on la redonne sur toi, Terry, et on rentre la balle sur Guerre. D'accord? Toi, tu viens faire l'écran. Après, c'est le moment. Rends-toi disponible. D'accord?
Chauncey Billups, Mike Brown, head coaches of NBA clubs watching this game today. It's a big event, isn't it? They're here watching their guys play, but I'm sure that they're enjoying it. Of course, Mike Brown coached Nigeria, so he knows what this is all about.
It's great basketball here in Cologne. We've got a fantastic second half with, a lot at stake for both teams.
Mike, download the app there, scan in your barcode. Quick, give me your phone, I'll do it for you. And you can get the EuroBasket app in your smartphone.
That app is already in my smartphone.
Second half action is underway, and Lithuania starting with possession, and Andrew Albesi is called for the foul.
On shot will be 20 seconds.
Albesi, one of the great young talents of France, but just struggled to make the French team when Tony Parker was around. It's just the opportunities were limited. And then when the European qualifiers came around for the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019, they needed him, and he's been producing ever since. Here they are reaching in. Jokubaitis gets it back over to Giedraitis, just behind the arc. And Sabonis with the offensive rebound. Now it's Brazdeikis, and this time both feet behind the line. The three-pointer. Can't give teams second chances. They will punish you at this level. Yabusele, hand in the face, and still able to score over Sabonis.
That move was a thing of beauty right there. Tough shot, tough fadeaway. Great start to the second half.
Surely Yabusele is raising eyebrows with his performances. Shot clock about to expire. Giedraitis knows it, able to get it up off the rim. France can take the lead with a 3 or they can tie it. Gobert goes to work on Valanciunas.
Again, look at Sabonis push the ball in transition.
Yabusele trying to deny Sabonis. And it's obviously it's actually called for the foul. Watch this.
Here's that move. Crab dribble, backs him down, and a beautiful fadeaway.
Big star at Real Madrid. One of the top teams in Europe. Yabusele. And Jokovitis drives in, banks in another one. Tarpe turns back to his right. Fournier misses everything that time. Oh, and France sneak up. Sabonis saved it, but because it hadn't hit anything, the shot clock expires. Good job by the scorers table not resetting the shot clock.
Yeah, lots of tough situations there. Great hustle plays, but that's also a circumstance that the awareness has to be there.
Boy, Sabonis looks like he's getting fouled a little bit by Yabusele. Look at that, France. They deny him. Tarpe also, great job, and he passes it over to Fournier. What a play! And if Fournier had been able to make that shot, that would have been incredible. Giedraitis, Brazdakis for 3. Pace of the game picking up a little bit here. And now Albasi slows it up.
And just the passing has to be a little bit more on target for both teams here. They're missing some opportunities because the passing is not on time, on target.
Yabusele for 3. Good! It's a mistake. Anybody that's been watching him play knows he knocks down that three-pointer. Jokovitis from up top, rims out. Tarpe for 3, good! How about that? Fournier must have been tempted to take that shot, but he doesn't, and Tarpe does to pull France to within 1. Timeout. Lithuania. Never get tired of seeing that, do you, those fans? But here's Yabusele, guarded by an NBA star for Lithuania, Sabonis, and is able to make this shot. What does that say about Yabusele?
That's high-level, low-post scoring talent, and then he backs it up with three-point shooting. A lot of teams would be happy with a player with that skill set.
Look at the French fans. We've talked about the Lithuanian fans, but the French fans that have made the journey, they're getting a good one here. And Yabusele being terrific. And Again, coming out of the timeout. So France have, in fact, taken the lead on that last shot. I thought they had, but it was a slow reaction. Brasdeikis in Lithuania. First time they've trailed in the game. What are they going to do?
France has picked up their defensive ball pressure. Lithuania's got to play strong, be more precise against that pressure in their execution.
Bertel, kind of the forgotten man, is going to get off the bench and come into the game. Is it a gamble to mess up, to mess with this French unit right now, the way they're playing?
Well, possible that Coach Collet wants to get some more perimeter shooting out there.
How about Fournier? Won't drop that time. Valanciunas, okay, he's going to put it up, and it's going to rattle out. Look at him, look at Sabonis, just terrific, but he's not able to retain possession. Oh, great defense from Guedes. He takes it away, and he goes in for the dunks.
When you talk about defending a dribble handoff and knifing through defensively, that was a perfect example. He blew the play up, deflected it, created a turnover, and run out layup.
Fournier from up top, and now he's going a little cold.
He's got to keep shooting, though. Those shots will go.
Tough drive, swatted by Gobert. And Gobert then takes it away with a little help from Fournier, and Brasdeikis commits the foul. Speaking of foul, Mustafa foul coming into the game. Luau Cabarrot as well as Thomas Hurtel. So wholesale substitutions. Well, at least 3 substitutions. Yabusele and Fournier going to stay. Look at that great play by Giedraitis.
Giedraitis, fantastic. Really intelligent defender. Tying the game for Lithuania.
Packed house in Cologne. It has been better than advertised, if that's possible. Terrific game. And Luau Cabarrot puts it up and in. Maybe it's about time for him to get involved as Rudy Gobert sits and watches. Grigonis also back in for Lithuania. Sabonis tries to get the ball to Valanciunas, and Valanciunas can't quite get to go down. And a foul called from midcourt. Good call. Foul came down on Valanciunas. And then foul came down on Sabonis. Good spot by Kozlovskis. Sabonis turns and scores. That's tough for Yabusele to defend.
What a duck-in and post-up finish for Sabonis. That was excellent low post play.
Here's foul going now against Valanciunas. Fascinating. Back outside. Hurtel, Yabusele. Oh boy, Yabusele, one pass too many. And also Hurtel maybe could have put up the 3. Luau Cabarrot pressuring Grigonis. Jokubaitis strong with the basketball, hands it off! Valanciunas!
I love Jokubaitis' toughness today, his competitiveness. It's the strength and toughness to drive the lane and drop it off late, make an easy basket for Valanciunas.
Kobo for three. That's probably a shot they're willing to give up, Lithuania. Jokubaitis at the stripe, and he's raising eyebrows.
Looks like he came up with a little bump there. His right knee, calling for a sub.
5 assists to go with his 8 points.
Let's see what happens on this play.
Timeout on the court.
D'accord? Donc c'est Thomas qui va venir et toi Vincent tu restes dans le bonne petite zone. D'accord? Sur un. Tu montes pas, tu restes en bas. C'est lui qui coupe. Et là on remplace. On est là.
Et il coupe. Et après le gars, le prochain il est là. Si le gars il aide, là tu vas là. Sur un tir.
Non mais reste.
Second chance points, 10-2 for Lithuania. Points in the paint, pretty even. And then the fast break points, 6-2 for France. This has been an excellent game so far. Super competitiveness, super intensity. Here's Jokubaitis, the toughness to get into the paint, in the traffic, draw the fall of the defender, and deliver it with the late delivery for Valanciunas. Easy two. And then this play right before the timeout, using the screen, pull-up jump shot. Lithuania up by 4.
Pressure moments. Okobo gets blocked. Gets it back. He can't stand up. It's a travel. Great block, as you can see, from Bukavicius. And here he just can't stand up. But then again, if he stayed down, he was going to give it up. Or he's going to be tied up. Sometimes you just have to stay down. Dragonis again. Drifts in. His bank shot not there. Mattel, open. All you can do is hope that you get the good shots, but then you got to knock them down. Sabonis fades. Bounce pass over to Poirier. That doesn't drop. It's a couple from right at the free throw line that France have not made, and they've been open shots. Bukavicius trying to get away from Albasi. Valanciunas. And Valanciunas fouled by foul.
France number 93, Mustafa Fall.
Sabonis talking to the referee about how he's being defended. With the arm bar, Athletis is going to come into the game for the first time in the tournament. Marquinhos Athletis. And here's Valanciunas, the captain.
Lithuania 10 for 11 from the foul line. What you'd expect from a good shooting team.
And he makes both. Hey, Linus Kleza in the house. Look at that. Former Lithuania great. We were just talking about him. Lithuania in their game against Slovenia made 13 of 20 free throws. So far today, they've done a little bit better job.
That's always a sign of a focused team when you really knock down your free throws at a high percentage.
Shot clock about to expire. They got to put it up quickly. Oh, look at that. Foul on Lekavicius. Now, do they give him the shots, or did they say it was before the shot? And if they give him the shot, was it 3? They're going to talk about it, the referees. Here it is again. Look at this. They're going to have a review to see if he was taking a 3. So he's going to get shots.
Did it look like he was inside the three-point line?
Well, he was fouled with his right foot inside the three-point line.
We are watching if there is the chance to upgrade the foul. From normal to unsportsmanlike foul, this situation is reviewable during all the game. Let's play with the main camera normal speed. So we want, do you have the baseline camera? Perfect, slow. Go back. And then we go this one. Just go a little bit in front, and I want this one. Both. I want both. So what you have? So we have. I mean, with this hand, he's reaching for the ball.
Yes.
So it's normal basketball play.
Foul, yes.
So we will stay with personal foul on number 43, and we will restart the game with an inbound for France.
Yes.
We good? Perfect. Thank you, guys.
Okay, so they've made their call, and the rule was that he was not actually in the shooting motion. 4.9 seconds. Kind of an odd play, really. I gotta hurry. Poirier gets it. He doesn't mess around. He puts it up, and almost, but almost isn't good enough. Lekavicius launches it. Lithuania have restored their advantage. 56-50. Lithuania on top of France at the end of 3.
Again, numbers very similar. 5 3-point field goals made for each team. 43% for Lithuania, 42% from the field for France.
But you've already talked about those free throws, how important they are. And Lithuania have been making them. So they were under real pressure in that third quarter. Lithuania. France came back, or France took the lead. But Jokubaitis has been really good today, and Valanciunas has kind of come to the party. Yabusele had a couple of possessions where he was really good. That was a big play by Lithuania. Giedraitis, the steal and fast break dunk. And again, look at Jokubaitis this time getting it to Valanciunas. The captain. And Jokubaitis hitting the shot as well. Scan in the barcode to get courtside 1891 in your smartphone. Video stream schedules and scores, not just for this FIBA EuroBasket, but for the FIBA AmeriCup, for all the national team competitions that are going on. And there's Luka Doncic signing autographs before games. I'm sure he'd like to watch this, but that's the price you pay for being famous. Third quarter underway. France with possession. Hurtel over to Gobert and foul. So free throws for Gobert. Luau Cabarrot, Hurtel, Poirier, Albisi, and Gobert on the court for France.
Nice pocket pass there from Hurtel, giving a lead out of the pick and roll, pick and pop to Gobert. Ekotis was just on the move as the contact took place.
Big free throws for Gobert. He hasn't done a lot today, but he's made his free throws, hasn't he?
And that was really good. Tough end zone to shoot into with all the green, yellow, and red, and rowdy Lithuania fans.
Luau Cabarrot comes up and fouls.
I'm sure Grigonis is really happy with that call because Luau Cabarrot has been really handsy on the defensive end. Lots of hand checking.
Poirier almost knocking it away with Ehudis coming into the game for the first time. Ehudis, one of their main players during the qualifiers for the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Here's Lekavicius. Big shot.
Again, you give those little guards a ball screen up top. They change sides of the screen. Opened up the look. Lekavicius drilled it.
Patel back to Poirier, down to Gobert. And he's pushed out and fouled by Ehudis. They don't mind making that foul. This is Lekavicius.
Really good shot right here. Again, sometimes they just need a little help to get that space for the shot. A nice screen set by Sabonis. Chain sides, created the opportunity.
Lithuania were in a similar position yesterday against Slovenia, or 2 days ago against Slovenia. Here is Luau Cabarrot, bounce pass, Albisi. Oh, it looks good. Oh, out for great rebound. And Poirier, wow.
Fantastic individual effort by Poirier. Grabbing the offensive rebound in traffic and then finishing strong through the contact. Here it is. Look at him. Track that ball, win the possession, and then finish with 4 Lithuanian defenders around him.
All hands on deck right now for both teams as we played 1 minute into the fourth quarter. 4-point lead, Lithuania. Grigonis able to get the pass to Lekavicius. Sabonis now going up against Poirier. Bounce pass stolen by Albisi. And Lekavicius, another foul.
I think Sabonis would, if he had awareness of the late shot clock situation, he'd rather get a shot up on the rim rather than try to make that pass to the cutter. Even if he caught the ball, I don't know if he would be able to have time to get a shot up.
Both teams have shot free throws very well today, and I got a feeling we're going to be in the bonus soon. Here we go. Gobert. Behind the back pass, Grigonis, little give and go. Sabonis stays with it, and foul before the shot.
Unbelievable contact at the rim there. Look at the multiple efforts from Sabonis.
Well, you could see why Sabonis was trying to loosen up his arm here. Watch what happens right at the end. Right here. Bam! With his right shoulder. You got to be so strong, don't you?
He took 2 or 3 shots right there from big guys.
Ortel back out of the game. Sending that to the assistant, Forrest, former national team player. And the Letuva chant starts up around the Cologne Arena. Look at that. Oh, the ball goes through the hands of Bukavicius.
2 turnovers on the last 2 possessions for Lithuania. They've got to take care of the ball and make sure plays.
Obviously back to Poirier, doesn't even look at his shot. Luau Cabarro puts it up at the stripe. Boy, Poirier is really working hard, but a couple of times maybe reluctant to take the jumper. And Albasi fouls Lukavicius. I think Gobert just says, don't even try it.
But really, that's excellent on-ball pick-and-roll defense by Albasi. Getting into the ball before the screen gets into him, blowing up the play, forcing his way through with ball pressure. I think every coach is happy with that defensive effort.
But real soon now, France will be over the limit. And Lithuania have been shooting their free throws well. Lukavicius. Wow! He got it off just in the nick of time.
Really good team possession there, though. Several guys touched the ball. They reversed it side to side, got into the paint, and finished at the buzzer.
Big possession. They need something from Fournier. Leans in, makes the shot. He's back, Betty. He had a big first half, and they need him to get going here in the fourth quarter.
Defenders are going to lock and trail. They're going to chase Fournier off screen, so he's going to have defenders on his back a lot. And that time he just hesitated, and that put Bukavicius in an awkward position drawing the foul.
He's comfortable with that, isn't he?
I mean, that's his game.
Yeah. So Albasi comes out. Luau Cabarro discussing with Yabusele something.
I'm sorry, I really like the defensive effort from Albasi that we've seen here tonight.
Tarpe chasing Lukavicius. Grigonis, not much time. He gets it to Sabonis. That's off. And not what they're working for, surely. Terrific effort from both these countries, but I think if you're a French fan, you got to be really proud how France have responded in the adverse conditions. Here comes Fournier again. Bukavicius all over him. He puts it up a long way out. It's a 2 if it goes. Gobert chasing it, saves it in bounds, but it gets to Lukavicius, and then Tarpe hustles back on defense. And look at that, great shot. Tarpe is everywhere. Comes up with a basketball. Into the corner, Tarpe, good! Goodness me, what a role he's playing for this French team.
Outstanding defensive effort, and on the other end, the ball found him for a big three-point bucket to tie the game.
France number 4, Thomas Hotel.
Hotel with the foul.
With his foul, 5th person, 5th team foul.
And Grigonis, remember we talked about this. They're shooting their free throws well. They're in the bonus already with 5.5 minutes remaining. Both teams shooting it very well. Modest Grigonis, he's got 12 points. There's Linus Kleza. That's how I used to do it, he says. Come on, guys.
He was a bruiser out there, too.
Poirier, again, passes up on that shot. And Fournier with a little runner. France! How about that?
France
tie it again.
France has been running this consistent play. The wide pin down in the corner to bring Fourier to the ball. He's really shown his versatility.
Grigonis. Bounce pass to Sabonis. Great pump fake.
Fantastic. Great spin move. Excellent shot fake. And then very skillful finish.
Here it is, the handoff. And now Grigonis again has the ball. Lithuania up 2, 4.5 minutes. Here he is again, the dish. And the pass to Brazdeikis gets rejected by Tarpe. I tell you what, you could not write a more dramatic script for Terry Tarpe than what he has meant to this France team. And Gobert unnecessarily just kind of bowls over Sabonis. He raised both arms and just pushed him over.
Looked like a football player on that play, throwing a block.
Look at Tarpe.
Great defensive effort from Tarpe.
What more could you ask from him?
Outstanding block.
Look at the hustle from both of these teams. Great hustle from Ertel, got away with a shirt tug. And then Tarpe came up with it. Jokubaitis. And Fournier rebounds the miss. And the Lithuanian fans once again in for a nervous ride here in Cologne. Can their tickers take it? Yabusele in the game. Can they look for him? He's got it. Surely they want Fournier to get as many touches as possible. Back to Yabusele. Shot clock about to expire. He has to put it up. He does. It's good. Give the assist to Fournier. He ties it up.
Yabusele is a shot maker.
Should be 64 piece. There it is. And in many respects, Grigonis is Lithuania's Fournier, but he's not able to take the shot. He loses it. Now Yabusele again, quickly. Fournier on the break, wide open! Les Bleus have risen. They lead it by 3, led by that man right there, number 10.
Again, the turnover, Hertel really smart, looking to skip the ball in transition, get to the other side of the floor, finds the wide open Fournier. He missed a few, but he hits the big one right here.
Fournier, 26 points, timeout by Lithuania. Let's go down to their bench. Fournier, you talked about it. He's got to hunt his shots. He's got to keep putting them up if he's not making them, because he's the guy that France wants to put the ball up.
Yeah, they need him to score. They need him to be a leader, and he's done it tonight.
Dragona's still in the game. Surely they'd like him to put some shots up if they could get him the basketball. Brazdaikas, meanwhile, goes in, gets it to Valanciunas, but it's taken away. They're trying to force it. Bounce pass, Fournier quickly to Yabusele. He gets rejected by Brazdaikas. Huge play. And again, another pass intended for Valanciunas. Stolen. Hurtel, long two, good. Allez, le bleu, they're coming back strong.
That's what Hurtel does. Mid-range pull-ups.
First two of the game, look at this, Hurtel, the turnover, and France, their biggest lead grows. Unbelievable. Lithuania have to call their last timeout. France have discovered themselves today. It was tough. 21-8, they've outscored Lithuania in this fourth quarter. Let's go down to the bench once again to Lithuania. This was Yabusele scoring, but great block. Excuse me, that was Brazdaikas with a great block, hustling back. But Hurtel's really come up and made a couple big plays here. And you just noticed an interesting stat, Mike.
Yeah, Jeff. Again, the turnovers were really costly in the Slovenia game for Lithuania. Now they've got 16 turnovers compared to 9 for France, and that's led to 19 points for France off of the turnovers. So it's clearly a problem that they've got to deal with. I think Dragonas came up, banged his knee, it looks like.
Not good. And Sabonis sitting it out now, watching. Before Sabonis looking on with frustration, and now Dragonas, one of the best players for Lithuania, has to leave. You got to love the Native American headdress on the Lithuania fan, but Lithuania fans know that they are now up against it, less than 2 minutes remaining. The Cavicius for three. Jokubaitis gets it back. He's open, so he takes it, and he makes it. (71-67). They're still up against it. Lithuania needs stops. Hurtel rims out.
Really good look for Hurtel right there.
Brazdaikas, oh, dangerous pass. Great effort by Kuzminskas to get it back to him. Jokubaitis. Again, almost. But almost isn't good enough. France taking it down as far as they can. Fournier pulls up mid-range. Oh, and the putback by Rudy. We haven't seen it all game. What a time for that. Brasdeikis for three. Again, another chance, Jokubaitis. The clock now the enemy for Lithuania, and the foul will put Valanciunas on the free throw line. It stops the clock. Boy, look at this. Well, better late than never.
And you can't even say they didn't block him out. They had two bodies on him. He just went over the top of him.
And he made that despite it looked like Valanciunas grabbing him on the arm, the forearm.
Could have been a
terrific finish by Rudy Gobert.
Big play for his team.
There's still time on the clock, which means there's still a chance. Where there's hope, there's life for Lithuania. But it seems that only France can beat themselves right now. Great free throw shooting by Valanciunas. And timeout as France want to discuss how this last 25 seconds, how they want it to go.
Comme vous sentez. Ça fait pas. Mais par contre, s'ils font faute, t'es pas au lancer. Alors Evan, avec la balle. Là, le premier qui sort. Gershon, tu fais un premier écran. Rudy, Andrew, il vient. C'est Thomas en deuxième, d'accord? Et après, Rudy, tu plonges. Et Gershon, tu donnes release. Il faut éviter de la filer, d'accord?
Les gars, fort avec le ballon, ils vont faire faute.
Et après, écoutez bien, si jamais on marque pas, plutôt faute que 3 points, d'accord? Donnez pas de 3.
Le ballon rouge.
We have not seen Theo Meledon today, just realizing that. Yeah, it's really just a lack of execution against a very intense defense for France. Excuse me, for Lithuania in that closing quarter, isn't it? For the second time in a row.
I mean, if you're Lithuania now, you got to be sick because you put yourself into a position to win this game and you kind of let it slip away. Again, the playing strong against pressure and executing against that defensive pressure, they've got to do a better job of taking care of the basketball.
Well, their amazing fans might be disappointed yet again. Fournier gets it in. Ertel. And Sabonis has to foul him.
Foul Lithuania, number 11, Domantas Sabonis. Second personal, zweites Foul. Fifth team foul, fünftes Team foul.
And the Lithuanian fans look on anxiously with 23.2 seconds to go. Max Vidas as well. And Ertel sinks the free throws. Again, both teams making their free throws today. I don't know. I mean, I think out of all the times that I've seen France over the years, oh boy, they've missed one. So this is a 5-point game. McCavish is back to Jokubaitis. He makes it! Where there's life, there's hope. And all of a sudden, it's just a 2-point game.
Great job of playing together in transition, penetrating into the paint, kicking it out. Jokubaitis hits the clutch shot.
We saw Luka Doncic watching the action here before his team comes out for their warm-ups for the last game against Hungary. And Jokubaitis says, I'll tell you what, this guy has not really done too much wrong today. He has come out in difficult circumstances and continued to compete to the last second.
Yeah, he plays with a grit and a toughness that you really respect, you want on your team.
Lithuania, they got to get a foul. They got to get a stop. And they have to foul Fournier and hope that he now does not make both free throws.
Well executed there by France. They ran their set play, got the ball in, moved the ball, used some of the clock, threw the foul.
Well, let's see what they do if he gets the first one now. He's not perfect today. He has missed one. So if he misses, what would France do? Would they let him take the shot, or might they foul him?
I think if it's a three-point game, they're fouling.
And he does indeed miss it. And they get the ball. They get the chance. And Brazdeikis, good. And that is great decision, really. Obviously, Collet said we foul in that situation.
And those are not easy fouls to take because it's such a frantic and hectic situation. A lot of times guys will overreact and not make a play on the ball. Albasi did a great job at half court making a play on the ball, fouling, and sending him to the line. So now Lithuania has a chance here. You'll see them look to make the first, and the question is if they will try to make both of them or miss the second and try to kick it out for a shot. A lot of times teams have a late free throw play where they will try to overload one side of the rim and miss it to one side. Some teams have tip out plays where they try to tip it back for a three-point shot. Let's see what Lithuania has. The key is making this first one.
Yeah, you got to make the first one. Iggy, whatever you do, make the first. And he does.
Clutch. No commentator jinx on that one. Now let's see the action here. We could have Sabonis come across and try to screen for Valanciunas in the lane. And we could have Giedraitis. There's a screen. The intentional miss. They couldn't get the rebound. Great job from France blocking out, holding their ground. And again, Gobert, a second clutch play here. The big putback and now a strong defensive rebound when they needed it.
And what has he done all day today? He's made free throws, Rudy Gobert. Four of his 6 points have come from the line. But he just needs to miss one of these to give Lithuania just a little bit of hope. So Rudy Gobert has stretched the lead back to 3. And he makes both. Giedraitis and stepped out of bounds, so 0.8 seconds left. And it looks like it's going to be game up for Lithuania. Tough loss. How will they respond to the adversity? We've seen how France responded to their adversity.
It's a slow start to the tournament for Lithuania. A well-played loss to Slovenia. Again, 3 quarters, you're in control of this game. You give it away at the end. You let France take advantage. You still have a lot of tournament ahead of you, but you need to get wins.
Fournier, and they wanted those points because of potential goal differential, but Fournier, no doubt the MVP of this game. Utterly sensational performance. What grit shown by France. They win it 77-73 over Lithuania. That was a total team win, Mike, for France, from the coaching all the way down to the last player. Collet really did a masterful job with his substitutions and the team understanding, you know, what plays. How about Terry Tarpey?
Terry Tarpey gets the start, makes the hustle plays, and because he's making the hustle plays, invested in the game on the defensive end, the ball finds him on the offensive side for some big baskets. A layup, a three-point shot. Again, you take a look here. Shooting statistics, very similar. Very similar. It's right there. I know the statistics that's not going to be on there is the turnovers.
Well, I think it might be. Wait, if we keep watching. And nope,
goes right. Again, the turnovers from Lithuania in both games have been very costly. It's led to points from turnovers for your opponent, easy opportunities. It helped Slovenia. It helped France. So again, that's an issue that Lithuania has got to improve in these next games.
Jokubaitis, I thought, really did well today. And but this French team is kind of finding itself. And Tarpey is just a beautiful story how he has found his spot in this team, and he understands his role. There's always room for somebody that can get out and hustle.
Yes.
And just be that guy that makes plays on defense.
Right, he's committed to defend. He makes those energy plays, and we saw several.
Terrific performance from Albasi, bouncing back from a subpar effort. He missed that shot, but look at even Poirier. Just everybody for France, just making a contribution.
And I think, look, you know, France knew that Lithuania has a really impressive front line, and they needed to raise their game, and their front line players did it. They got contributions from all four of their big men, and it really helped their team.
Just no substitute for an explosive player like Fournier. And even though Ertel sat down for a long time, he makes the pass to that man right there, Terry Tarpey, who is such a great example really to everybody. Every basketball player that might not even be on the radar, he has forced his way into this team, and he's taken that opportunity and running with it.
And French basketball has to be excited to have a really talented young wing like that.
And Yabusele as well. He's showing he can play against some of the top players in the world. Fournier had to have a big game today. We both agreed before, during. It had to be him that carried the load offensively. And what you like about it as well is that Ertel, again, sat down for a long time, and he came in and made a big contribution in that fourth quarter.
But let's say that's a lot to do with Vincent Collet. I think, you know, he knew the right time to put, you know, his guys back in. And with Hertel, he knew he needed a little ability to create and hit some shots, and Hertel gave him that. Here's the great putback from Gobert.
Amazing putback. So really a stunned Lithuania crowd once again has to exit after their team falls to a second consecutive defeat. Germany won earlier today over Bosnia and Herzegovina. And next will be Hungary taking on Slovenia. The standings, Lithuania now down in 5th. And you look at France, they are 1-1 and in 3rd place, boosting their chances with a huge win, but still a lot of work to do for them. France, they started on the back foot today. A lot of questions asked of Collet and his team, and they answered affirmatively with Evan Fournier and a terrific effort to beat Lithuania. They're back in it.